Being part of Chris Ray's founding class made me a very versatile student and very flexible. And I think that those are really important skills to have when just navigating the real world, but also in college, because Chris Ray has an amazing structure, and which is typical for high schools. Like, you kind of have everything set up for you, but once you get into college, you have a lot of like autonomy on how do you handle things, and then you also kind of like grow up slowly throughout those 4 years. So having that kind of like troubleshooting personality where you don't get discouraged, but you get motivated to like assess your options, see how you can be better, how you can improve, and just have like a growth mindset was definitely something that was instilled with me very early in Chris Ray, and that has helped me navigate through a lot of real world challenges and college in general. I think one of the most important elements of my high school experience was also the opportunity to have early exposure to a corporate work study program, and being able to put my foot in the door into places that I know normally and naturally as a first generation student my family didn't have access to. So being able to build a resume really early on that was strong and adaptable. So it was just very helpful to have that experience, because when stuff happens in the real world, like pandemic that we just experienced, like I was able to go back to the drawing board and take out my resume and know that I have kind of like worked in that work development, and companies will see that. Companies will know that I come from a background that has that experience. I've gone through a lot of things that have shaped my character enormously, but God has been the front and center of it all. Like, I wouldn't be here without my faith. And so I think that Chris Ray, even though it was never a place where it was like, you have to, be religious, or you have to, live by all these like values. And it was never like something that was forced upon me. It was always a space where I knew I could find God, and that God was always here to meet me. So I saw that through my teachers, through the way that they motivated me to be conscious about my community, and the relationships that I formed here that are still a huge part of who I am as a person. So definitely the space that Chris Ray provided for me to always be in contact with my faith and be inspired by the goodness of others, and just prioritize being a well-rounded human being that was always thinking about others and giving back. I really hope that I can still be a powerful resource for the south side of Milwaukee, for the Hispanic community in Wisconsin. I was very, very excited about going into law, maybe law school, but I've found just tremendous reward in education policy and education access. So I want to continue to be an advocate for kids in our nation, not only Hispanic, but from all backgrounds at a national level. So I would hope to continue to grow in the area of education policy, and continue to advocate for families and students that deserve and have no more time to wait for opportunities to just kind of fall on their lap. And it's like we're just a nation that creates those opportunities and gives them to our families, because that's what they deserve.